Hello? Oh, it's working. I tore my whole thing apart when I was trying to help somebody earlier fix their board. And so I decided to take everything off of my board here. It's a Behringer. And it gets dust everywhere on it. And I was like, oh, my God. And then I didn't know if I could put it back together. And I was like, oh, crap, did I mess it up? I mean, I was looking up manuals and stuff. So anyway, I'm here to prove that the Jew and the Newsguy are little beta cucks together. We've got a lot of behind-the-scenes beta cucks goose going on, beta cucking around. Here we go. Kapouch, boom, kapouch, boom, kapouch, boom, kapouch, boom. So everybody will come running over here and get what's called, what do we say every day? The truth. The truth. Oh, yeah, Debbie Taylor, she... You know, the Jew just sounds like such a little girl when he talks. It's so gross. And you know, it's really funny that I had decided to just forget about everything. I even wrote a really nice email to Angela Truth. I mean, you just wouldn't believe. Hello.
Hello, Debbie.
Hi, Perfect. How are you? You know why? I say that because you are a real man. You're not a beta cuck. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You're not. And these guys are girls. Did you hear that shit?
Well, here's what bothered me about it, right? Like, they take this clip, they take this kid that's very impressionable. I know he's not a kid, but I always call him a kid.
He's upset.
You know what I mean? They take this guy that's very impressionable, and because, for whatever reason, they want to get back at you or whatever, like, they completely, like, keep, you know, berating this kid. Just keep pounding him with it.
It's not funny. It's not funny, Joe.
Just hear this kid crushing. You know, and you just hear him deflating the more and more and more they droned on about it. They should be ashamed of themselves.
And did you hear that little cuckold?
They can call me fat, and, you know, and all the stuff they have to say about me. I don't care. I laugh about it because it's part of the game, right? But what they did tonight, that was low and dirty. That was low and dirty.
Let me tell you something, bitch. My aunt was married all her life to a man that weighed 400 pounds. He worked at the Southern Pacific Railroad. She worshipped the ground he fucking walked on, and he was a badass. He was a man. He took care of her like she was a baby, and everybody loved Uncle Connie. His name was Connie, Uncle Connie. And, I mean, you know, people that talk about, I mean, I know I say stuff about Angela Utley, but she's not only big, she's insane and she's very mean. And
she's another one. We've all got, let's face it, everybody that plays this game of troll has some fucking fangs when they want to. Every last one of us. But what they did tonight, like they weren't getting at you. They weren't hurting you, and they weren't making you look bad.
I wasn't listening. What did they do?
They were playing some clip that you guys were on with Goofy Bone and Wild Goose.
Really?
You called.
Oh, because Goose gives orders to the beta cuck, which is the news guy. The Goose sent him I saw where he sent him the clip. And it was a joke. It was just a joke that Goose was doing.
Okay, but regardless of the context that it was said in, right? Mm-hmm. It didn't make them look any better, like bringing Andy on the air. If they were Andy's friend and they were concerned about his feelings, they would have got him off air. Like, why would you put him on air in public in front of the whole Spreaker community and say, "Oh, Andy, you got to hear this," right? And then do it under the guise that, you know, well, we're standing up for you, Andy. Fuck is there? You're like this. All comes back to that pathetic fucking ego thing about listens and stuff that these guys talk about constantly. They're always bringing up listens, and this is all about fucking trying to generate some sort of Spreaker fame. Yep. Is all it is. And how hollow and empty can you guys be in your lives?
And let me tell you something, Joe. Wow. They're ruining people nowadays. You know, bullshit chat room trolling is on its way out, and I know that to be a fact, and I can prove that. But people aren't stupid. They're not going to just be blindly led down a road of idiocy. They're going to listen back and forth and see and they're going to draw their own fucking conclusions. And he bullied that kid, and I think that is bullshit. And I was chewing his ass out on Skype. I said, "Stop it, news guy. This is not cool," because Andy can get really upset and he can go into a seizure.
Yeah,
I know.
You could hear him. You could hear him deflating. I could hear him deflating. Like the more they said it, and what's worse is they were like, "Well, you don't understand how to feel, Andy. You don't know what this means." And then Andy told them exactly what it means. And he even said, "Well, like I'm two-faced too. Everybody does it," and that wasn't good enough for them. So like they're not only like it was sad and it was pathetic, and and I'm letting a little bit of the real me show here, and not the troll side. Is that I have a soft side for certain aspects of society, and fucking I think that was low.
Trolling is one
dirty.
thing. That was
dirty,
underhanded.
and you guys both should be ashamed of yourself. And you can make all the socks you want, Jew, right? Like in the reality, like I wrote in the chat earlier, you're pathetic. You had no social life at all as a man. You had to go on the internet and fucking buy a family. So fuck off. Who gives a fuck what you think, right? You're some pathetic buy a family fucking loser. So who cares about you? You couldn't do anything that a real man's supposed to be able to do. You make coffee for fucking lawyers, and you had to go buy a family on the internet. So fuck off. That's right. Fuck off. There's a new troll. Fuck him. He's dead. I just broke his neck.
There's a new troll on Spreaker, Joe.
Yeah, he just got his neck broke in the alley.
Okay, so the Jew started out by saying that, let me just say this real quick. The news guy was upset because the Jew lied and said, Debbie showed Andy your private messages on Facebook, right? Well, maybe you weren't there, but that's what got Snoozy all upset. Because I outed Snoozy the other day by reading the way he cussed me out. Because you know how this news guy's always going, the F word and the N word and the C, stuff like that, right? He pretends that he doesn't cuss. Are you with me, Joe?
Yeah, I know. Okay. I've heard him go off. He calls you cunt. Oh,
no. I read what he wrote me on Facebook in a private message, and he chewed me out like a sailor on 3-day leave with a 10. I forgot what my dad used to say. A sailor on 3-day leave with a $5 whore and something. Anyway, he was cussing me out. He was going, "Goddamn fucking cuckold Victor, motherfucker," just cussing. And I said, "Oh, well, isn't this new?" And I told him, I said, "Call me cunt one more time and I'm going to out this." And he did. And so I did. And that was breaking his his big thing with me. So here's what happened. It all started with the Jew. And by the way, after I play this for you guys, here's the proof. I'm going to show you what was going on. The Jew, well, I'll tell you in a minute what we figured out. Now, I do show Andy a chat box, and I show him where it says, here's where it says for me and the news guy. And I showed him that where the news guy said, "Okay, see you later." And I said, "See you later." That's all I let him see. Only to see the date, which was yesterday. And Andy couldn't see. I wouldn't let Andy see the personal messages in there. And here's what started it. No, I'm not. Shut up. Anyway, that's not from the news guy. I will assure you of that, Andy.
Oh, trust me, I have the same. I'm reading the same thing. I'm reading the same thing, my friend Debbie.
Are you really? Okay, cool.
Yes, I have the same thing, and I quote: "This guy is from Pittsburgh."
Okay, here's the Jew hitting Andy up on Skype.
And he says, "She's lying to you, Andy. She isn't talking to the news guy. What does
she
lie?"
You think so? You want to hear it? No, I promised him I wouldn't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Let me just show Andy on a screen share. Andy, I want you to look at your computer, okay? So, because we have to shut the Jew. It's the Jew.
I know. Let's shut the Jewish.
Okay, watch your screen. Right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
All right, now pay close attention how I say to Andy, "Andy, I'm not going to show you any of the private conversation. I'm just going to prove, I want to witness that I do talk to the Jews, to the snooze guy on Facebook. That's all I'm doing. Pay attention."
Your screen right here, my friend.
Don't say anything out loud. This is my private conversations with the news guy, okay?
Okay. I won't have any private conversation with anybody, I promise you.
No, just don't read it out loud.
I won't. Let me zoom up. Thank God I can zoom up on this.
I said, well, never mind.
Okay. Listen, here, let me read this thing.
Don't say it out loud.
I'm not.
Now read what he says right here. He says, And then he says, I showed him a picture. I sent him a picture of some two people dancing or something. It was really stupid. It was a GIF. And he answered back, now I know you're trolling me. And that's what Andy was reading. And then I cut it off just like that. The Jew attacked Andy on Skype and said, she's not talking to the news guy. And I said, oh, really? There's only one way to prove this. And I knew that Andy wouldn't do anything or say anything. And that's all I did was show him the chat box. And then he says, look, we're having a little spat. And here's the thing, all right? Andy was on webcam, okay? I could see Andy over on the right, and then I could see my screen that I was showing him on the left. You could see them both. And the way it was scrolling up and down on Facebook, there's no way he could have read any of that because Andy would have told me later. Besides, see, it's just so fucking stupid. I didn't hear them doing that too. I got told that he was picking on Andy. I wasn't listening because I was talking to my boss. And I was still in the chat room, and he was just dictating some stuff to me. And I wasn't paying attention to it because I'm not going to take dictation from him. I just let him go on and on and on and on. And I was talking on the phone earlier to Sonny, and my phone rings, and Sonny goes, you need to get that? And I go, yeah. And I go like this. I go, I'll call you back. I said I'll call you back. I said I'll call you back. And then I go, and I hung it up, and he goes, God, what a mean employee you are. Anyway, sorry. So there you go. Proof positive that the Jew started it. And I just let Andy see the chat box, and then he was just laughing and being silly. And I don't know. That was pretty shitty, though, I guess. Oh, what I was going to tell you, Joe. I think the Jew has partnered up with Angela. Just saying.
Well, I just come to a conclusion in your chat that we all know that how the Jew got his son and online, and I donated some sperm online years ago, so there's a good possibility that Jew's raising my son. So say hello to my little fellow, would you, Jew? And teach him how to throw a curveball for his old dad, would you?
All I got to say is this. If the Jew, my sound sounds funny. I sound boxy or something. Do I sound any better like that? Oh, wait, there it is. Wait. You sound great. Here's what I'm going to do. If the Jew pushes me one step further, all right, I'm going to come out with something that is going to be mind-boggling about the Jew. So there you go. That's all I'll say. Well, keep pushing me, asshole. Not you.
There's no reason for him to get mad at me. Like, there's no way I can confirm that I'm, the biological father of the kid he's raising. I'm just saying there's a possibility. Oh,
you could be if you've donated.
I could be. I sold some sperm online. He bought a baby online. Who knows?
Well, how can I say it? Wait just a second. I got to say this to Joe because I tried to Joe. Hold on. Where's my DJ console? Okay. Don't say anything. Then we're back live. I'm not kidding. I'm just, in his own words. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What are you typing? Are you typing in the chat room, Joe?
Oh, now they're going to threaten me with the fucking baseball stuff. Go ahead. Every second year there's a petition. In fact, you can sign it.
You know who that is, don't you?
I don't know. It's either Goose or the Jew.
Hold on just a second. Let me check it. Oh, wait. I clicked it wrong. I think it's Goose, but maybe not. Let me see. I know I can do it. Hold on. Right click and inspect element. Yeah,
he's right. He better not. I live in a town of about, 2,300 people, and everybody's friends with everybody.
Oh, now come on. The BWC, Goose doesn't do anything like that, right? Remember?
And I'm sure none of them know that I smoke pot. You know what I mean? I'm sure none of them know that I'm ignorant and arrogant or opinionated or fucking any of that. No, don't break that story. That would be fucking, that would just bring the whole fucking everything come crashing down.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Yeah, yawn.
hey guys, come over here. I want to tell everybody something.
Joe Brown smokes dope.
Joe. He's
Yeah,
the coach over there.
yeah.
They go, excellent. Does he sell it? I mean, never mind. Just made me say that. Yes, he's a child molester. But see, actually, idiot in the chat room.
Yeah.
It's against the federal laws.
Every year you got to be cleared by the RCMP in Canada to coach minor sports. You got to go get a clear, give your fingerprints and stuff, and you got to be cleared every year.
Well, why don't we call the administration right now on the line and go ahead and tell them that there's a maniac that's fixing to call you and tell you you're a
Well,
pedo.
you'll have to. The problem with it is the baseball association's not like a full-time thing, and there's nobody really to call until there's a.
Here's what we did. We called South Lake, Mesquite, Dallas, and 2 other people, and went in and had an actual meeting with their. Because see, they were sending cops over to my in-laws, all this bullshit, and we just said, hey.
Spring Hill does have an RCMP detachment, though. You could call them and forward your information to them that you would like to forward and see how far that goes.
Go ahead. We're back on the air now. I went mute for a second for something. I was yelling down the hall.
Yeah, but like I was saying, there is no minor baseball association for say to contact. But Spring Hill does have an RCMP number.
Wait. We're going to go on mute. Hey, Joe, let's just go ahead and admit that you're a pedophile. Come on. I mean,
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Okay, we're going to go back live. We're back live now. Sorry.
Yeah, that's going to happen. But seriously, do you really think?
No, sweetie, of course not.
Fuck.
No. When did y'all ever win a pennant or anything? Your team?
Yeah, we
are y'all like the Bad News Bears?
We win provincials all the time.
Are you like Boilermaker, Coach Boilermaker? Remember he would make the kids make his drinks? Do you remember that?
No, when I used to coach back in the 90s, it was way more relaxed than it is now. Parents are way more hands-on their kids now. Like back in the 90s when I coached back then, like they would just drop them off at the ballpark and you know what I mean? And they would show up for games. But holy fuck, now both parents come watch fucking practices and they all travel. And
do they ever get in fights in the stands when one of them goes, don't put them...
there's always lots of fighting.
Don't say that. I mean, like back and forth, they go, pictures off his rocker, looks like Betty Crocker. And somebody goes, hey, fuck you, man, that's my son. They never do that. Does he? Do they, Joe?
They make those little chants up. They got all fun. I hate them. They fucking just drill through me like a dentist drill. Them fucking.
Read what I put in the Skype chat. Da-dum. Okay, so here's the deal. They lied again, and they bullied Andy. Did you hear Snoozy when he goes, I hung up on them, Andy, because I didn't like the way they were harassing you? I was like, what? God, these people are nuts around here. They're batshit crazy. They say one thing and do another. It's bizarre. And the snooze guy's turned into a two-faced little ponytailed girl. In fact, I'm going to put my new avatar up. He's the avatar I did of him.
Well, to get back to what we were talking about earlier, they blindsided Andy and they played it, and he continued to ask them to stop playing it, and they berated him, and they should be ashamed of themselves, right? So
coming from a guy that coaches kids baseball, which my brother coaches kids baseball.
Just one sec.
Take your time. I'm looking for that avatar I made of the news guy and me, or when he had this little phone. I think I threw it out. Yeah, I threw it away. It's in the trash. But, that's disgusting. And it's like the Jew can never recover from his chimp out. his 20 chimp house. You can't recover from that kind of stuff, okay? And now it looks like you went and ripped your britches again, acting like an idiot. You're letting that Jew whip you up into a little frenzy. And he brings no good to anybody. No good. I mean, I've known him for a long time, guys. And I got a new sound card today. It's really cool. It's called...
Okay, I'm back.
Everything all right over there?
Oh, yeah.
Now,
my father wanted to know what you do with old carpet cleaner, half full jugs and stuff.
Aw, isn't that sweet? What did you tell him?
I told him to call the landfill and ask them. I don't fucking know. You got to be careful with some of that stuff,
I
right?
bet you go walking in the door at Thanksgiving and go, is it not ready? Have you ever seen that movie called...
Oh, look, even Draft Utopia. Holy fuck, look at fucking Chris Ransing come out of the crowd and kicked me. Kicked me while their gang beating me up. He came right out and kicked me.
I'm not over there. Let me go over there. Wait a minute.
He put the pussy to me right out of nowhere.
Chris!
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I pick on him pretty hard. Good for you, Chris.
Oh, okay. Then that's good, Chris.
See you later, Goose.
I don't know. Yeah, go on, Goose. Go troll some dead person.
Yeah.
Go troll some kid to suicide, you fucking prick. And, by the way, P.S., kiss my fucking ass, Goose. I bow to nobody.
Well, the popular consensus around is that that everything that's going on here is all a big troll. That this is...
No. First of all, I won't lie, all right? I will avoid, if you don't ask me something, I won't give it to you. So, in other words, you have to ask a lot of questions. You asked a question, I'm going to answer to you. No, you're absolutely wrong. There was only one deal going on that I knew 2 years ago. That Guy Shea was only doing what he was doing to watch. We were laughing behind the scenes going, look at these people going, yeah, 404 the other better. And we were just laughing because Guy didn't have a problem with me at all.
Yeah, well, I always suspected as much.
Everybody did, because I was such friends with his best friend is Lester, is Sonny. In real life. No, I'm talking about in real life. Do you honestly think Lester would be hanging around my show like that all the time and his best friend's over there trashing me every night going, utter butter? Lester would have said, what the fuck, guys? Stop! I thought it was great. It was a way that we used each other to go back and forth with the listeners, and it worked. Y'all were like a tennis ball going back and forth between shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, listens, one thing I've learned here, you can push it, you can pump it, you can waste your time harassing your friends on fucking Facebook.
Who cares?
And everything to get 50, 100 listens, but in the end, you're still only doing the same thing. So why not just do your thing? This is what I do. I just do my thing. And if I get 10 people that want to listen to my show, listen to it, then at least I know they come and found it. I didn't go fucking say, hey, man, I'm doing another show.
Exactly.
And then act like all butthurt because my friends don't come in and say hi. And that's the way I look at it. So if that makes me laughable, then that's what it is. But anybody that's living the delusion that, fucking, what I do matters and I'm making it different. Fuck off. You're doing the exact same thing I am.
I do this.
I
do this mostly for my family.
Me.
I do it for my family. I've got a little silver microphone necklace that my son got me for Christmas. They listen to it all the time. All the time.
I do this to entertain me.
Oh, it's a hobby.
I never at any time in my life
Joe, you don't have to answer to these stupid... you don't have to...
But I never at any time in my life picked up a microphone and thought, I'm going to get famous doing this.
No, absolutely not. Because if you were, it would have happened.
But I will say that had I not do the show that I do, talking into the microphone...
Hold on just a second. Gunner, get out. Gunner, I just sprayed a bunch of stuff. Going out, baby. You're going to breathe that in. Going out. Hurry. Mommy sprayed some spray. Go in there. Go. Go over there. You're going to start sneezing. You're going to sneeze. You're going to sneeze, Bubba. You're going to sneeze. Oh, shit. I just sprayed a whole bunch of this Airwick spray. Bubba, you're going to breathe that in. Come here. You want to get under my shirt? Here. Get under my shirt for a second. Here. He's under my shirt, Joe. Oh, baby. You on your mommy's shirt? I got this 200-pound chocolate lab.
Labs are good dogs.
Oh, he's a big, gigantic Labrador retriever. Aren't you up there by the Labrador? What is it called? Aren't you somewhere by Labrador?
I live in Nova Scotia.
I know that, but isn't that by? Oh, that's right. You didn't know that. There, he's from the Labrador. He's from the island in the Labrador Sea or the Labrador Islands. I'm not there. I'm not from you, Mommy.
Labrador Sea.
No, it's the Labrador. Fuck, I'll look it up. He's a baby. He's one of those dogs that I babied him all of his life, and so he's a big baby.
Newfoundland and Labrador is a province.
Love Angel.
So it's on the far east coast of Canada.
Well, they bred these animals for water, and
yeah, there's documented cases of them saving fishermen and stuff.
It's unbelievable. I can be walking him by a golf course, and he'll see some water, and he'll start crying.
Oh yeah.
And he got loose one time, and we were going, doo-doo, kaboosh, right in the middle, and there was a beaver, and he goes after that beaver, and I'm like, he's like a madman.
Well, down by my father's camp, out on our land, there's a good-sized brook. It'd almost be river-sized, but it's not quite. It's like a real good-sized stream. Anyway, where the gravel road is, we get some concrete embankments, so the river narrows. So it speeds up there. Mm-hmm. And the lab we used to have, when you take him down there swimming, he would get up in the water and he would ride that fast water. And then when it slowed down, he'd get out of it, keep doing the loop, and like he would play in it. And he would ride that fast water. It was
you know what Gunner did when we taught the little one how to swim? Heather just did it the way we did it. And I've got a video to back this up, too. We just put him in the water and said, swim. He was dog pedaling. He goes, what do I do now, Mommy? I said, kick your feet and try to come over here. And you could tell he was just kind of sitting there. Gunner goes over there and gets right next to him. And he holds on to Gunner, and Gunner swims him back over to the side. And they did that over and over and over and over. Isn't that weird? You're right. I wonder how they get that instinct in them, you know?
Well, that same dog, I got him when he was about a year old from a guy the dog had never really done anything. He was just they got him.
And
there's nothing any cuter than a Labrador puppy.
Oh, I know. You ought to see
but
Gunner.
They grow so fast and they're so full of energy that you got to really love dogs to have a lab puppy.
Yep. You got to, and I recommend the chocolate. It's the hybrid. There's a white one and a cream one and a black one. And the chocolates are the hybrid. They're the really, really cute ones. And
you know what I mean by a Turkish tortoiseshell cat?
Labrador is a province in the northern region of Canada. And I know it's Canada. I know it's Canada, but I say Canada. It's up there, and that's where he's from. Are you Canadian? Not you are? He wagged his tail at me. Guess that's his.
Well, Newfoundland and Labrador are the same province. They're on the far east coast.
Yeah, that's what it says. It looks like.
And Newfoundland would be the island part, and Labrador's the part that's attached to the mainland.
That's where they bred him. That's where he's actually not from there. He's from North Dallas, but he tells me all the time his grandfather and grandmother were from the old country, so I'm assuming that's what he means.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway.
I would imagine.
This is what it sounds to listen to two people that are high. And I think we sound normal, don't you? How are you doing? How you doing, Joe?
Where are they saying that at?
Well, I have 25 people on Skype, as you know.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
This guy is so badass, though. I have a ball thrower. It looks like it's just like an extension of your arm, you know? It's just, you put the ball in it and you go, and I mean, that thing will go like 200 or 300, well, not 200. It'll go about 200 yards almost if you really.
So, when you guys are growing up in Texas, did you guys used to take like crab apples, wild apples, and like make sticks and put the apples on them so you could fling the apples further?
No, I never did that. I just mostly rode around on a dirt bike, and then I went into a Honda, and then I went into a Kawasaki, and I rode motorcycles mostly when I was young, growing up.
I had when I was about 6 or 7, I had an MR, or I guess I was about 8, I guess. I got a Honda MR50.
Oh, well, one of those little ones, those little cute ones.
Yeah, and then it was a little two-stroke.
I got the 70. I had the 70, and then
and then when I was a couple years later, when I got a bit bigger, I got the CT70 that had the balloon tires.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What color was yours?
Remember, mine was a '79 model.
What color was yours?
Mine looked like a school bus. It was the same color as a school bus.
Mine was gold, real pretty gold.
I don't know what you mean. And then they had the little 50s too. Remember those?
Yeah. Well, see, we started out with it. Yes, we started out with a 50, and then we went, and I got it stolen one day. I looked over at my house and I went, oh my gosh! And my grandmother and my grandfather were driving up from West Texas, so I drive over there, and I had the cool helmet and everything. Get off, and I had just got that 50. Leave it in front of the house, go out, and it was gone. And I was like, "Where's?" And I looked around and I said, "Dad, did you put the mini bike up?" No, I saw it when I drove up, and I went. And I said, "David's not here. Jay's not here. It's gone." And then I'm kind of hoarse right now. About 2 weeks later, we found somebody actually driving it, and I said, "That's my fucking mini bike, you little prick." No, it's not. I said, "Yes, it is." And my father went over there and got it when he got home from work. So there. Anyway, that's my story. True story, too. Anyway, this one is really big. He's one of the big guys. He's about the last time we took, he's about 135, 140 pounds. And that's pretty thick for a lab. He's one of the bigger ones. So, and Stephen and I had been looking for one, and everywhere we called, they were like 1,700, 1,400, 2,000. Well, Stephen calls this guy, this Vietnam vet, and he goes, yeah, do you have any labs for sale? And he goes, yes, I do. And he goes, how much? And he goes, 700. And Stephen goes, what's wrong with them? I'll never forget Stephen saying that. I go, Stephen, don't say that. I go, here, let's call these guys. I'm getting so hoarse. And he goes, what's wrong with them? I said, Stephen. He goes, nothing, dude. I just do this because I love these labs. We went out there, and it was a guy that lived in a trailer. He still had on his Vietnam uniform and stuff. You know those guys who had on fatigues. And, man, he had some badass-looking labs. Big old bastards. I said, look at that one over there. And they said, that's his father. And he was like going, Frr. But he's an absolute baby. Joe, you're so quiet. You're talking in the chat room.
Oh, no, I'm not. This isn't the chat room. I'm debating somebody about something else on Facebook. Sorry, Debbie.
Sweet. No, go right ahead. It's nice to have you here with me. Somebody just said to Skype, you and Joe are cute together on the air.
Yeah, we are. We're awesome. Way better than you and the Jew ever were.
Ugh, don't even go there. Don't even go there. Yeah, that was mean what they did to Andy, if they did what you said they did. Because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Even Stabby, I know Stabby is a...
Stabby's irrelevant, but go ahead. It's like they say, if you're going to... You need to dance with the one that brings you. You need to pick a side and stay on it. Not a side, but make a point and stay with that point. Don't change your ideas every day just because you're scared of Goose, or you're scared of the BWC, or you're scared of this person. I bow to nobody, man. I mean, Goose threatened me on Twitter. I said, threaten this, Goose, okay? Piece of shit. Then I blocked him on Twitter. I said, I unfollowed him. Get out of here, Threaten me, you piece of shit. How dare you? Who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick.
I don't know. Like, I like to troll.
No,
right?
I'm not saying that. Goose and I are...
And there's very few people on Spreaker that I actually dislike. And I don't dislike Newsguy. I don't dislike Goose. Like,
I'm not going to be threatened.
I don't even mention the name of the people. Hardly ever mention the names of the people I dislike. Right? Like, Chris Top, I don't like. Right? I don't. Like, that's no big secret, and people can think whatever they want about it, but I know what he is, and fuck him. But as far as all the guys that are in the circle that we all travel with and troll with, I have no real ill feelings towards any of them. But the Jew is fast approaching the area where fucking he can just die.
Not a lot of people liked him on Blog Talk Radio. I can tell you that right now. The
No,
Ghost didn't like him. Vincent the Bay didn't like him. I didn't really like him. You know, baby, we're going to go out in a minute. Where's your ball?
No, but, like he's... I can throw darts back, too. I'll say things to him that echo in reality that fucking he won't like either.
Yeah, I told him, I said, see, here's what somebody once told me. Heather goes, Mommy, these people don't mind being mean to you because they know that you won't step down to their level. They say, you know what I'm saying? But all that changed a couple of weeks ago whenever Donald Trump made this speech and he said, I'm sick and tired of political fucking correctness, and that's all it was, me just being really, blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And no more. I'm done. No more Mr. Nice Guy, right? Just like you play on your show? You know what I mean? Are you
Yeah,
there?
well,
Hey.
The thing that they did that thing about me there last night, I only caught the end of it, where they tried to portray me as I think I'm this great fucking podcasting star or something. No, I'm quite open about the fact. I think the whole fucking thing is laughable. Right? Like, I think what we do is just,
But did you know there's 14 million people podcasting right now in the United States? It's very, very popular. And here's what you got to look at the big thing, the big picture, Joe. Here's what I'm not.
Podcasting is just somebody else's ham radio.
And see, whenever you have a bigger crowd than they do, they're going to come and say, "Look at, I've got my webcam on. Can you see it?"
Nope.
Really?
I'll gotta bring it up here.
Oh, Gunner, I want to show you Gunner. Gunner, come here and meet Joe. Gunner.
Fuck, you got a big switchboard there or something.
Oh,
looks like NASA.
It's a Behringer. That's what I'm on right now. It's a Behringer board. It's got stuff on. But I tore it all apart today because I was trying to help somebody with their board. Gunner, come here. Look at this guy. Hey, Bubba. Hey. Say hi to Joe.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Say hi. This is for me bleaching the floors. He bleached two of his hands. Say hi.
Let me see his nose. I want to see something. Is it pink or brown? He eats from a metal bowl.
It is. Can you see it? Be still.
Yeah, he eats from a metal bowl, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Outside.
You know how I know?
How?
If you feed your dog from a plastic bowl, it'll be pink.
Really?
And where's the?
His is brown.
Yeah, because that's how I knew he ate from a metal bowl.
Isn't this a beautiful baby? Look how big he is. Look.
Them dogs that you see with the pink nose, it's because they're fed in a plastic bowl.
Are you my baby? Are you my baby? Anyway, so there is... And I remember I've shown you my Howard Stern poster that I had autographed. Oh, yeah. I love that thing. What, are you wanting to go play? Say something. Oh, here he comes. Oh, shit.
Good-looking dog.
Oh, he's all the way up here next to me.
All I got's an 11-pound cockapoo now.
God, this is a big... See, he thinks, and I have dachshunds. I have a lot of dachshunds, and he thinks he's little like the dachshunds. Well, if you get down, I'll throw the ball to you.
Labs are very jealous and territorial, sort of.
Are they really? Oh, he's laying in my lap. Look.
They're not, like, real aggressive territorial, but they don't like the other...
He's in my lap. Gunner, you got to get down, Betty. I'm on the air right now. Hold on, Joe. Gunner, hop down. Oh, back up. Hey, we should put a webcam on him. A GoPro. Get down, baby. Gunner, get down. Gunner, down. Gunner, back. Gunner, back now. Back, Gunner, back. He's controlled by my finger snapping. Back, down. Actually, that was me taking a stick and beating the shit out of him, right, Joe?
Yeah, it was.
There you go. I would show you me, but I don't have any makeup on. I don't look good today. I mean, I look good, but a lot of people don't like me with makeup on. They say you look better without makeup on. So, I don't know. But, looks like somebody just walked in the door.
Mr. White says it's lonely at the top, yep. Top of the Spreaker Mountain, we are. Look at us.
I'm not lonely. I have a lot of friends. It's just that lately...
over the heap, you know?
Exactly. It is lonely at the top. Let's just admit it, you know?
King of the North.
Allie Top just told me to tell you to But call in, Allie Top, and say something to him.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'm getting
probably
hoarse.
not real wise for her. I don't know what her status she's got going on.
Okay, but here's the deal: if you don't like Chris, then you don't like Chris. But
I got no problem with the kid.
The kid,
right? I just don't want her to get on a call with me and then it cause a bunch of problems for her.
Yeah, you're right. You are really a cool guy, Joe. You really are.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just thinking ahead for her.
And I've known you all.
Because I would have to think that would be like something that would probably get the hair up in the back of his neck.
I think there was some original guys that were around that they all didn't get along very well and stuff. I don't know the whole story. I know some of it. But I think she's fun. And I have fun with her, but I understand. I wouldn't get on a call with Angela, whatever her face is right now. I'm looking in a mirror putting some makeup on.
Bathtub girl?
No, would not.
I talk to her. I don't mind her. She's batshit crazy too, like the rest of us. But like me and her fight like cats and dogs. She gets mad. She blocked me, kicked me off, hangs up on me. Like
that's just because you won't agree that I'm the dumpster.
I have my own opinion of people, and I'm not going to take somebody else's. I'm enough of an independent person that I can make my own mind up on how I'll talk to people. Like I've said lots of stuff about you.
I don't mind if you talk to whoever you talk to. I could care less. I mean, I'm serious. I think that's horrible that people like her, some women on this platform that I know from Blog Talk Radio actually put stipulations. I'm sorry, I'm putting some makeup on. They put stipulations on their listeners, Like,
you can't.
It's crazy.
You can't fight with everybody because your circle becomes small. Right? Like it becomes, if you want to socialize and get in on the conversations and stuff, like it's only so much fun always being the guy in the chat. Right?
Oh, I love going to the chats now when it's not me, when I'm not on the air. You know what I mean? That's what I like doing. I think it's fun. I didn't really do that ever before because listen how low my voice is, Joe. Can you believe this? I'm fixing to lose it because I was screaming at that soccer game. I was going, I can't even scream right now.
My young fella played soccer 2 years. He never scored a goal.
Oh, I've got an adorable little soccer angel, a little 4 or 5 year old. Oh. And they just go out there and they just kick the ball back and forth. And then if one of them gets it loose, they go, whack! And he got it in there. He scored 2 or 3. I think he scored 3 goals yesterday. Somebody's in my house. Is somebody here? Hello? Oh. Vic either Heather or Vic took Gunner out, I guess. I heard somebody walk in. I heard it go deet, and then anyway. So yeah.
Today we were down in the middle of the boondocks, surrounded by hardwoods, and I was standing over top of on a bridge all day, pretty much, while the snow fell, and it was a pretty cool place to be. It's one thing I like about my job. It pays shit, but I see a lot of pretty country.
God, you're not kidding. Wow.
We follow the power company, eh? That's usually who we're working with. And
wow.
We've been to some places I didn't even know existed.
Now, what's up with this new pipeline or whatever that's going? Is that anywhere around you?
See, here's the thing. I'm against the pipeline, but it's not. I'm not against the pipeline because I'm a tree hugger. And I can explain why I'm against it. Is the pipeline is only to increase profits for people. It doesn't create jobs and it doesn't keep people working. After it's built, it takes very few people to maintain it. And right now, I currently have like 5 friends from my hometown that have moved out west that are making damn good money working at oil refineries, filling rail cars. Right? And that's how they move oil now. So and that employs people. So I would much rather see them spend the money on the rail.
Is it
make
true?
Make it safer and haul it by rail than by pipeline. I'm not against the oil industry. I'm against the rape of the oil industry.
Hey, how'd it go? Fuck, I'm not on the air. How'd it go?
Went good.
Did you meet Hillary?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, you liar.
Look at my picture taken with her like this.
You took pictures with her and stuff? Shut up.
Yeah, we were the first ones. Right?
Was she like, hi, Victor, how are you? I'm Hillary.
Yeah, it was weird. She did that.
Did she really?
Yeah, because Gina comes in, because she comes in the house like that. And
Did they have Secret Service around her?
yeah, big time.
Badass. Cool.
They upped the Secret Service because after the Paris deal.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So,
Heather and Philip are going to go into the neighborhood and do his flyers and stuff. And Heather goes, if we go, we're going to both have to wear a T-shirt with written on it, hands up, don't shoot. We're with the band or whatever. I'm sorry. So he he hosted a private reception for Hillary Clinton today. Mm-hmm. And so tell us. You might have just met the president. I mean, that's amazing. You just never eating with her, and she's short.
Yeah, it's weird because they brought her in, with the back way through not service deals, but around the back garage deal.
Oh yeah,
and,
through the gates and stuff.
Well, yeah, they pull into the garage.
Oh, they pulled into the garage and let her out in there for safety reasons?
No, well, there were so many of them. The entourage comes in, too. They have to pull into the garage. And
Were they limousines?
No, it was just SUV.
Oh, those black SUVs. Shut up. Were they black, Victor? Cool. No? What color were they?
It was just like a four-door.
Bulletproof? Why are your eyes so red?
Tired, man. It was just like a Taurus or something like that.
How many people were there? Was the house full? Couple of hundred? Amazing.
Yeah, it was like you have to pay a minimum of $2,500.
27.
Oh, I don't know.
And you don't get the address until you pay.
Oh, so.
And I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want them to go, well, Willie's going there and trial it. That would have been great if they would have tried it. They would have killed them.
Yeah, they should have.
They probably would have, right, Joe?
Some things you don't want to troll, and I would imagine that's one of them.
Man, these guys are fucking serious, man.
Were they big and mean? Were they all looking around being serious like that?
They were not big and mean, but they were looking around. I had to go get an extension.
Well, you look like a freaking Islam, I'm joking.
Because they met us from the advance team. So they met me 3 days ago, 4 days ago. And they've been there.
They sent the advance team to check the shit out?
Yeah, because he has to know where.
Do they check it for bombs and stuff? Shut
yeah.
up. No, they don't. Are you kidding? This is just like a movie. I'm sorry.
They come in early. Like, she's supposed to be there at 11.
Right.
So they came at 9, and they...
Swept it?
No, they kick everybody out of the house, everybody. And they have the dogs, the bomb dogs.
No!
Go through there.
Really?
Yeah, and they goes there sniffing, go like that. Then they call the house, or something they call like secured. They have a special term.
They go clear? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, they just call it like secured.
And that house is
big. And then
big.
once it's secured, they've got a guy in the front, the back, the side.
So they watch it? Did they allow helicopters to go over or anything?
No.
Shut up. If a Black Hawk would have come up, would they might have shot it down or something?
I haven't.
That would have been majorly cool. I'm just like a child. Beatrice treated me like a child all my life. And so I'm kind of like a kid, like a big-eyed kid over here. That's cool. Super. I'm just talking to Joe.
At that point, that's, then they let everybody back in, but to go back in, you have to go through scan. They have to scan you and, French patch down, and, everything you've got, they'll check. Everybody. Even Gina, even whoever lives over.
Really?
Yes, and then...
Paul was there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's great. Were your parents there?
No, they didn't come.
Shut up!
Good, so,
yeah, they would have... They're too old.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they don't die soon, and we'll have to get that damn inheritance, Joe.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I got some pictures of...
I can't wait to see them.
All the guys and stuff. I mean, it's really strange because they even had a police entourage, too. Because they had... Like I said, they amped up the security.
Well, ISIS is everywhere. They could have just nailed her, man. I would be nervous. Wouldn't you be nervous if you were her right now, Joe? Or Trump? Or
well, I'm currently more scared of teenage girls killing me while texting than I am ISIS. So.
And they had them on both sides of the street, this side of the street. Plus, they had them in people's houses that lived across the street, next door, in their driveways.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there was like about 10 squad cars all blocking
Dallas police?
Yeah, Dallas police, yeah.
Son of a gun. I didn't know it'd be that high security.
Secret Service guys.
Do they wear dark? Do they have those little talking things
They
in their
all had
ears?
those little talking-
No, they
They
didn't.
didn't wear dark. They just let normal people walking
They
around.
didn't have the talking things in their ears?
No, they did.
They did?
Oh, yeah, they did.
Would they keep their hands in front and talk to each other and stuff?
They were just always, they have got those fucking cop eyes. They're always just, looking.
They didn't have
like I
sunglasses
said,
on?
Yeah, like I said, they had, I had to go get an extension cord, and I had moved all this shit around the side because I wanted to look pretty for her.
Right.
So I moved all this stuff that, tools and junk like that and things. And
Don't
so
step
I
on
go,
him.
it was muddy. I go, oh shit, so I forgot the Secret Service guys are there, and so I go out there, and I put on these different shoes to go tromp around the side. And I turn around there, he's right behind me, seeing what I'm doing.
Oh, he was watching you?
Yeah.
We've got in Sector 4, we've got
I go, oh.
We've got
I'm getting extension cord. I go, oh, sorry, I should have told you. I didn't,
The brother is
He goes,
moving
I
in
gotta
Sector
go.
4. Stand down, blue team.
I said, man, you got to get your shoes on, mate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, no problem.
That's really cool.
So I go back, and then so I had to go somewhere else. Oh, get a broom or a
Something.
whisper broom deal. Because it rained so much, and cars were parking.
You look so cute. You look like somebody I don't even know, the way you're dressed. It's
and
weird.
And the cars were going, the driveway's kind of goofy. And they're going through the mud and shit, so fucking crap was all down. So and people were trying to walk through that, and we didn't want them to slip and fall and sue their asses. So, I wanted to...
Yeah, well, that's cool. I'm going to finish talking to Joe, if you don't mind. Is that okay?
Who's Joe?
Joe Seeker in Canada.
Oh, okay,
He
sure.
took a boot.
That's right. They don't have presidents. They have
Prime
Prime
Ministers.
Ministers.
Can you hear Joe? If he speaks, say something, Joe. Give me
Prime
my...
Minister Justin Trudeau will rule us like the king
Can you
he
hear
truly
Joe?
was born to be.
I messed up my settings today. I don't know what I did. I screwed them up. I don't know what I did. Oh, wait, that's going to squeal at me. No, that'll make it real. You have to push that down for this to work?
Yeah, that's right.
Now, Joe, give me a mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Oh, gotcha.
Mayday, mayday.
Yeah, isn't Joel's prime minister the new one? Isn't the rumors that he's gay or something like that?
Yeah,
Or
I don't think he's gay, no.
yeah, just a little soft maybe or whatever.
I don't think he's soft. You might want to go Google the boxing match he had where he beat
is
the
Joe.
fuck out of an Indian.
He beat it up in India.
Beat the fuck out of an Indian.
He really did. There was this conservative senator, and he was a native from Quebec, and him and Justin Trudeau had a charity boxing match a few years ago, and everybody thought this Indian was going to beat him up, and they had to stop the fight in the third round. Justin fucking Trudeau punched him the fuck out.
Yeah, that's
Did
great.
you go out? He took
It's on YouTube. It's only a 3-round fight. It's funny as hell, actually.
Speaking of that, did you see the chicks in MMA fighting? Rousey and
Yeah, she got victory disease. That happens to everybody. She believed the hype.
yeah, but those
She
girls.
lost
Lost
her
the eye
edge.
of the tiger.
She lost the eye of the tiger, Victor
No,
said.
she lost the edge. She's not the first fighter it happened to.
Eye
She
of the
got
tiger
cocky.
is all about. That movie Rocky. The lost eye of the tiger because you don't have that desire anymore.
Yeah, like there's a hunger there, and truth of the matter is, she participates in a sport that sooner or later somebody's going to land one.
That's right. Yeah. If you don't take it serious, each one you got to go in there. Whole 100% in.
I think pride comes before a fall.
Oh, I think she made people like to hate her. Like she never tapped gloves, and she was arrogant.
Yeah, but supposedly now her whatever productivity or her marketability went down so and so many points after that. Did you hear the money that kid on my show made off that fight, Derek? I don't think you listened to it. He goes, well, I don't really know math very good, Debbie. He listened to Tennessee. He goes, but all I know is I paid $100 and I got back $8,000. I said, what the fuck? That's big odds. He bet on her to not only win, but he said it would be a knockout in the second round, and he cashed it he got the trifecta. Yeah. He showed me the money. He took a picture and showed it to me on my...
Gee, that's great, man.
I know. I was like, damn. Because
That stuff always cool.
his dad was real... What did you bring home?
Some of those frozen bars, some other junk.
I'm tired of frozen bars. You
You
didn't bring home any good stuff from the house over there?
Oh, no, shit.
You schmuckola. Will you close my door so all the noise that you make won't bother me because I'm such a ice queen? Now you get out there and you work.
Down?
No, you leave me alone. I'm acting like a...
Down?
Get
Yes.
him to make you a sandwich.
Thank you, baby.
Get him to make you a sandwich.
Make me a sandwich, Vic. We're playing along with what they say. Let's see. Let's mute that.
Fancy cheese on it. Oh my fuck! Speaking of fancy cheese, this is totally gonna sound like a fat guy story. But there's this Dutch guy that built he's got I don't know what you would call it. What the fuck do they call a place where they make cheese? A cheesery? Whatever, I don't know.
In the University of, where's the Cheeseheads up in Nebraska?
Well, anyway, he opened one up over in the Bay of Fundy here, not too far from where I live, and he makes this smoked Gouda. Like, oh wow.
That is good stuff. That's good stuff.
Oh my God, I never thought cheese could taste so good. I could literally make that into a meal.
Oh, absolutely. That's what they used to eat back in the days of, like, Heidi. Remember the movies like Heidi and stuff? They would eat cheese and bread for dinner. Some of the Germans would and some of the other people would, Joe. You're like my brother. Fuck you, Joe.
That smoked Gouda is awesome. I'm telling you, it's fucking. Like,
is it brown on the edges and stuff? And it's like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've had Gouda cheese.
It's pretty expensive, but when you heat it up, it's right smooth.
Yes. And what do you eat it with? Bread?
No, I just heated it up in the microwave and ate it with a fork.
Oh my God, Joe! Did you need some time? That's a lot of cheese. Well, I make.
I didn't eat it all at once. I cut like a slab off, and I've always done that all my life. I would put even growing up as a kid, I'd put like a hunk of mozzarella in a bowl and put it in the microwave and melt it, then eat it.
My friend called me today. Well, Sonny called me today. When I answered the phone, he goes, he always goes, "What's going on?" And I go, I just made hamburger helper stroganoff. And he goes, "Are you fucking shitting me?" Because Lester doesn't have anybody to cook for him. He can't ever do anything like that. He always goes to all these restaurants. And it was just funny. He goes, "Oh my God." He was just like dying. So anyway, that's what I had today was beef stroganoff. Maybe listen to my voice with hamburger helper. Man, I'm losing my voice. My voice sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds real weird. Let me work with my settings here and see what I've got.
There's a bad cold going around up here.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't need a cold. I don't like those. I know what it is. I said I never get sick. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that, I guess. That was stupid. I was going to tell you something, and I forgot what it was. Did people in Canada, when South Park did those bouncing heads that were like, "That's it, Uncle Fucker," did they take offense to that in Canada? And when they started picking on Canada, I've always wanted to know that. Seriously.
No.
Do y'all watch Facebook? Do y'all watch South Park up there?
Yeah, the way we always looked at it was, or me, do Cartman and them paint a glamorous picture of Americans in some way? Like,
Touché.
The town of South Park, is that
checkmate?
Somehow
Okay.
paint America, it is what it is. It's like my hometown. We always beam with pride whenever Anne Murray's mentioned because she is from, we share the same hometown. So
Anne Murray.
So whenever she's mentioned in anything mainstream, yeah.
So little snowbird, take me with you when you go. Yeah,
grew up hearing that shit all my life.
Shit all my life. Now
they broadcast it from a loud fucking speaker down on Main Street all summer long.
Oh, I love that song "Main Street" by what's his name? Down on Main Street. Who does that? First person that finds out is the winner. Wait. Shh. You're Googling it. You Googled it. I heard your clicks.
I didn't Google shit.
Liar, pants on fire. Joe, I heard you going like this.
Pimp Daddy Joel.
Its purpose was to kill and terrorize.
Hold on, something just when I clicked.
In Vietnam, I was forced to do business with
it won't
police
stop.
chief who was
It won't stop. I'm sorry. That was a thing about the Phoenix, Operation Phoenix. Okay, what did Joel P say? I'm sorry.
Wants to know if I like Putin. You know
Putin?
what Putin is, or Putin?
Yes, it's Putin. It's the leader of the USSR.
No. There's the leader of Russia.
Well, I said the USSR.
Poutine is
What?
Is French fries, gravy, and cheese.
Oh man, there's nothing in the world.
It originates in Montreal.
There's nothing better in the world than French fries. I make the best gravy. See, I'm a cook. That's what the main thing. I've got to go get some of that stroganoff. Don't eat all the stroganoff.
So a good way to make poutine, if you're wondering, is you buy like some mozzarella cheese, whatever kind of cheese you want to use, and then you freeze the block.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then when it thaws out, you can crumble it.
Right.
Because for whatever reason, after mozzarella freezes, it'll crumble when it thaws. And
Right.
it'll break into these big sort of curdy-looking balls.
Right. I've seen it do that.
And cook some French fries and make your favorite gravy. Put that cheese on there and put the gravy to it and eat it. It's a whole different flavor to, It's
Do
just,
you know how to make gravy?
Oh, yeah.
How do you make gravy?
I know a few different ways to make it.
How do you make white gravy with black pepper?
I don't like white gravy.
That's everybody's favorite. What do you put on, like chicken fried steak or chicken fried chicken or
I don't chicken fry steak. I
a big old guy like you? Oh, that sounds like
I eat fried chicken, but I don't chicken fry steak.
The way how do you make? Do you make brown gravy? What kind of gravy do you make?
I like to make frying pan gravy with just a little bit of cornstarch and water.
Shut up. Here's what you do. You get a skillet, preferably a wrought iron skillet, and you put just a little bit of oil in it. Don't use olive oil. It's just got this weird taste. Put some, just like splash. I never measure anything. And then you get some flour in a sifter and you go sift, 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 sift. Once it gets hot, sift it around and then stir that concoction and it'll turn into like a peanut butter. But you better have your cold milk right there next to you. Pour the milk in, stir it up, and serve it. That's white gravy. I mean, it can be brown or white, however long you cook the concoction. But that's what I do, and it's delicious. So that's...
Yeah, I just make mine, and sometimes I take butter and I put some cornstarch or flour, but I prefer to use cornstarch for gravy. Mm-hmm. And I'll make like a dough ball with the butter and the cornstarch, and then I'll just add it to the broth or whatever.
That doesn't sound good to me, though. Where does the flavor come in at?
Well, you add it to your, like, say, to a frying pan, like where you frying panned up a bunch of pork chops.
Right. Oh, I know what you're saying. Then you get all the leftover grease and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the pan stuff from the. And then you just, it'll be pretty thick, and then after you get it going good, you just add some water to what consistency you want. It's pretty strong, though. Frying pan gravy's pretty strong, I find, but I like it.
And then for Thanksgiving, I get some of the I have a whole lot of water in my turkey because I bake it for a long time, and I get my turkey baster and I get a whole bunch of that stock that stock that's in there with the bird. Yeah. Put that in a frying pan, add a little bit of flour to that, stir it up, and then a little bit of milk. Chase it with some evaporated milk, and people just fight over it.
I was mad at the guy I work with today. We were driving down the road, and there was a pheasant right out in the middle of the fucking lane.
Don't tell me. Did he?
And he wouldn't hit it.
Joe!
I would have get out and clean. I would have ate that fucker tonight with some rice and fucking mixed vegetables.
I watched the other day how they had down.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't drive along the road and find something dead and eat it. But I will drive down the road and run over pheasants and get out and get them.
Well, you're right. And did you know there are people that live off of roadkill?
Yeah, well, like I say, I wouldn't.
I'm not saying you do.
Come across something
I'm not saying you do.
Ooh, that looks good. No.
I'm sorry, that didn't sound good. That didn't come out right. But there are people, because see, I watch the History Channel and all those weird channels and like Ice Road Truckers and all that stuff. And hey, have you ever done the Ice Road Trucker thing? Is that by you? And I guess that's Alaska.
I never did Ice Road Trucking. No.
Did the roads get back up there? I'm going to show you a really cute little thing that's about Canada. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. Hold on.
Okay, there's a beaver on the highway. What's he doing?
Welcome to Canada. Welcome to Canada.
I drive by
Hold on.
beaver dams every day.
No, wait, you got to see this, Joe. I'm going to drop this in the chat room, even though I know it's probably the chat room of hate. So, Stabby, delete your things. Here I come. I'm taking my time. Ready? Here I come, Stabby. Here I come in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that's the console. Do I even have it open? Yeah, I do. Hi, Mr. White. How are you? Gravy and cheese. Gravy and cheese. Click that, Joe, in the Spreaker chat room, and it's the cutest little thing about oh, I was going to say something. Did y'all hear the real Vic? How he's real blah, 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 blah. He didn't know I was on the air, and he still doesn't know I'm on the air. He wasn't nervous. Did you see? He wasn't nervous because he's so nervous. He's like real bashful. You know what I'm saying? When he gets on
Beaver makes it, right? I don't want to watch this beaver get smoked.
No, he's not. I would never send you something like that. Oh, I forgot to hit play so y'all could hear it. Watch what he does.
Who fucking cares, man?
Just no. Just watch.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
Just watch.
He's talking.
Look at those stupid fucks, how fast they're going around that
Welcome to
beaver.
Canada.
Look at them.
You have a new
Okay. This is how people run over pets. Look how these people are driving. I wouldn't have done that. I would have gone real careful. Anyway, but it gets funny about halfway.
Hey, nice car.
Things fucking panicked right out.
No, listen, watch.
Poor fucking
Welcome
thing,
to
man.
Canada. Have a nice day. Hello, sir. Welcome to Canada.
That's the beaver talking.
Bienvenue.
You're gonna get hit.
Says here. Oh, just a second. Welcome to Canada. Hi.
Off the road.
Wait till you see his face.
There, I want to take your picture.
He
I got your
smiles.
picture?
Look at him. Look. Aww.
Poor fucker stressed right out.
Isn't he cute?
Say cheese.
And he gets him off the highway and everything. But I don't know why I think that's so cute. And he's on the Canadian border. So anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Just being stupid, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah, I got a picture a guy just sent me. It shows this guy driving down the road on a bicycle with holding a stick in his hand.
Yeah.
And then next picture, it shows him leaning down. He's putting the stick in his spokes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one shows him laying on the grass. Mm-hmm. And the bike's all smashed up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, "Stupid refugees."
Wait a minute. Let me get. Okay, it went over my head. Hold on.
Well, everybody's blaming everything on the refugees now. Holy fuck.
I didn't get that at first. I heard a blonde joke. We were telling blonde jokes in my chat room last night. And after I got off the air, I told 2 of them to one of my bosses, and he told me one that was really funny. And I'd heard it before. A blonde gets pulled over for speeding. And the cop walks up to the car, taps on the window, and goes, "Registration, driver's license, and insurance, please." She looks up and she goes, "I can't find my driver's license." She goes, "Well, look for it." So she keeps looking. And finally, she accidentally runs into one of her mirrors in her purse, like for her face powder. And she goes, "Oh, there it is." She goes, "Here it is." And the cop goes, "Lady, that's a mirror." Oh, by the way, the cop is a female blonde, too. Anyway, she looks down and she goes, "Oh, wait, I just blew the whole thing. I don't know what she said." Never mind.
I get the joke.
I forgot it. Never mind. I forgot the joke. Oh, no. She goes, "Thank you." She goes, "This isn't your driver's license, and where did you get this picture of me?" Anyway, that's because it's stupid, huh? You're just like my brother. You never laugh. Well, I thought that little guy was cute, that beaver. I saw him a long time ago. Does everybody always want to talk to you about Canadian stuff?
Oh, we've sent the Christmas tree off to Boston. That's big news in Nova Scotia. Every year, Nova Scotia supplies the Christmas tree to the city of Boston. I
want to ask you a question.
Yep.
When I see people like you living in places like that, or living in Hawaii, what makes you different than everybody else? Because I would give my right arm to live there. I mean, it is absolutely it's phenomenal. It looks like something out of the early.
Well, it ain't hard to live here.
But
It's actually a pretty nice place to live.
how do you get in there? Do you just? I mean, do you have to apply for citizenship and stuff?
Well, you would, if you wanted to live, you can.
God.
United States and Canada have a very friendly travel. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy to travel back and forth between the countries with a passport.
Oh, I'd want to move.
You didn't even need a passport up until 9/11. And then 9/11 changed all that. All you needed was your driver's license. You could get across the border here.
I sat there and looked at those pictures from Nova.
So you and Vic could easily, if you wanted to, come here and stay here. Like, I think it's 3 months or 4 months, and then you got to leave. But you come here for 3 months at a time, like, say, the summer.
Really?
And then go back to Dallas. Yeah, like my parents last year went down to Florida for the winter. Like, people travel back and forth like crazy.
I've been everywhere.
Never ever heard of the snowbirds in Florida and Arizona?
Yeah, but we're not old enough to be snowbirds. I mean, I'd want to live there. I've never seen anything I didn't know it was that gorgeous until, because on Google Maps, you can walk down the streets. I mean,
you really, if you want to come here and see it at its best, you got to come here the last week of September, the first week of October.
Everything looks like a postcard. I'm looking at a place called Bear River Low Tide. It's gorgeous.
I think Bear River's on the Bay of Fundy.
And look at these little posts. It's like, doesn't it look? It looks like something everything looks like a postcard. There's a windmill.
Well, the Bay of Fundy, like the tide changes there, like almost 50 feet in places. At high tide.
I went on the walking thing. Oh my God, look at this. I mean, is this the kind of stuff? This is like what I saw when I was on vacation. Let me show you my screen in case if you can't see it, then that's no big deal. I always do this because it just makes better shows. We share stuff and talk about the same thing. Okay, look. Look at that. Look at that little church over there. I have puzzles like this that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, like this is... Like last week, we were down in a place called Earltown working, and we were like, it looked like it's a little later in the year now, but it's just like that. Like I'm always like when I'm working, I'm always 90% of the time I'm out in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of nature. Right, it's gonna suck here soon because it's gonna be cold, cold, cold.
That's what Vic said. He goes, Debbie, you would fucking hate it. You would say,
but the summers are pretty warm here.
He said that I would bitch.
See where you're at there right now. Come up, go north, drag the map north.
Oh, north, duh.
So you're down on down towards the south shore. Keep going. This is the Bay of Fundy, but
this is the Bay of Fundy.
Yeah, that's part of the Gulf of Maine.
I mean, there's Margaritaville. No, it's not. It says Margarettsville.
Margarettsville, yeah.
My mother's name was Margaret.
Keep dragging.
Oh. Look at this.
Keep going north. See how there's more land over there?
Oh, okay, okay. What is this? The minus.
This here's see, now you're in here close to where I live. You're getting closer to where I live now.
See, look, if you do this, watch.
This is where I fish.
And you can go like that, and you can go out in the, look at that. Look at that. I would live there. That just looks, it's enchanting. I mean, look, it's, does it really look like this, or are these photos?
That's where I fish bass. Like,
are they photoshopped?
That's the Bay of Fundy right there. I fish bass there. Stripers.
Oh, this is one of those photo things where you can go cruising. Oh, you can go up and down the roads and stuff. This Whitehall Road, you can travel up and down the roads.
I'm not sure where you're at here, though. I don't think you're quite up.
I don't either. I'm at Ottawa, somewhere. Lower 5. I'm not trying to dox you. Don't tell me where you live. I just was telling you this is fucking gorgeous.
You don't give a fuck.
I mean,
dox me. Ruin my life.
You're up on a thing.
Go ahead, dox me and ruin my life. You guys are about 25 years late. I did a good job of that on my own.
Yeah, really.
That's Tattamagush. This is down around where I was last week. That's Tattamagush Bay. If you go a little north of that,
There's John Bay. Cape John.
Go back west.
West.
To the left. Go up towards
Tattamagush. Look at that.
That's Tattamagush.
Tim Hortons Children's Camp.
Nope, you're going. See, that's.
We're out of land. Oh, wait a minute. I see. Oh, is this also Nova Scotia?
That's Prince Edward Island.
So that's not Nova Scotia?
No.
Oh.
Come back to the left.
Heather Beach.
That's Heather's Beach. Keep coming left.
Amherst, Port Elgin.
No, come down. Now go south.
South.
No, back. Whoa, you're going too fast.
Sorry. Ravenhead Wilderness. Wow.
Right there. See these roads? Now come. No, wait. Now go slow here. Go to the right just a bit. Okay, wait. Right there. You see that road just to the right of your cursor?
Right here? Or this one?
Yeah. That's the road where our land is. Our family's land is. Come back.
No way.
Come back this way. I'll show you where. Come back.
Oh, look, there's a picture there.
Go down. You got to come down. Come down. Now zoom in right there. Zoom in a bit there. Now you're almost there.
Look
now
at
that
this.
road there. No, you can't see the road now.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, see that road there?
Wait, let me jump on the road.
That's the right one.
Wow, that looks like in the Jaws, the picture, and I mean, it just looks like something that it looks like paradise. I mean, and even the little houses, like the little neighborhoods that they have everywhere, all the houses look like. See, everybody that knows me will tell you Debbie's favorite houses are in Destin, Colorado. It's the ones that are all wood. They're baby blue. They're past. I'm listening.
Down below, bottom there, it showed a picture of a blueberry field.
You weren't lying, were you? You really picked the blueberries.
Yeah, I just want to show that. Like, fucking, I'm not. So you're down by Prairisville right now. That's.
Where are the blueberries?
No.
Oh.
See down the bottom of the screen?
Oh, wait.
There's pictures?
Let me see.
They're back. They're back.
Oh, man, I want to see the pictures. Wait a minute. Boink. Nova Scotia. That says Nova Scotia trunk. Okay, now, are these wild berries? I mean, why are they showing these trees like this so close or whatever?
Well, you're on the side of the road there.
Yeah, that's true.
You had a blueberry field there a little while ago.
Do y'all have, what are your wild animals up there? What do you see all the time? Like elk?
Deer.
Deer.
See that down bottom? Oh, see that burgundy field down bottom?
Oh, no. Are you... Those are blueberries?
Now that there's what a blueberry field looks like in the autumn. Like,
wow. Don't they have like a machine that would just like plow over that and pick them or something?
well, they do, but right there, that field right there,
Gosh,
we'll
I bet
pick
that's
next
beautiful.
year.
Wow.
See, it takes 2 years to get a crop of blueberries.
That is gorgeous. I want to see that on the satellite. Wait a minute.
See all the fields.
Oh, I
are all
see the
blueberry fields.
reds. I see. Okay, yeah, from the satellite you can see them.
Now, if you zoom out a bit, I'll show you my family's land. You got to zoom out a bit more so I can, because we're not quite there. You got to go.
This way? Left, right, up, or down?
Zoom out a bit more.
Oops.
Okay. Now, you see that road that's over where you just were?
On the left or over the right?
Be over to your right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Lynn. Right there. You're right on it right there.
Okay, don't say anything.
Now I got to find them here.
What is that thing?
You got to zoom out a bit so I can.
What is that right there? That's like a rock thing or
That's
something.
a gravel pit. Okay, we got to go. You got to keep going towards 12 o'clock.
Okay,
That's a gravel pit.
those are berries.
Keep going. Getting close there.
That says that.
Okay, a little more towards 12. You're almost there. Okay,
Oops.
right there. Oh, zoom in. Oh,
Wow.
back to the.
There's
See that? See those red roofs?
No way. Don't
That's
say
my.
it.
That's my parents' house. That's the house I'm going to be inheriting.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
Now you see-
oh
you see
man,
the
you
main
can't
road
jump
there?
on it. Oh my god, that's amazing.
That blueberry field, that big blueberry field that's across the road from that red house,
Right here?
that red roof house. That side of the road is going to be my brother's. Everything there on that side.
Wow.
And it goes down into the woods too. And then on the other side of the road, everything's going to be mine. And
See, that's why you're so chill. That's why you're such a chill person. I mean, look at this. How can you not live like we live in a fucking cesspool out here, and it's like hot. And it's crowded. People are honking. There's immigrants.
So fucking Spreakers fuck all to me. I just do this to entertain me. Right?
That's what first got me going. There's something to this guy was because you're just so fucking laid back and you just don't.
I get fucking. I heat my house with firewood. I cut off that land. Right? Like fucking.
This is bizarre.
If I wanted to, I could go out there and fucking shoot deer, do whatever I want.
Christmas trees. Noble pine. You have noble pines. That's what I buy every year. I spend $100 on those things, if not more.
No, those aren't pines. Those are fir trees. There.
That's a noble. It's called a noble pine.
No, it's called a fir tree.
It's a noble. It's a noble pine fir
It's called
tree.
a balsam fir tree.
Look at this. Are you kidding? Look at that. They're going to build a little happy thing.
This guy builds those.
He builds them.
Cuts logs off his own land, and he's got a band sawmill. And he makes his own lumber, and then he builds those baby burns, and he sells them. And as fast as he makes them, he sells them.
Have you ever been down to Dallas?
No, but I have been to California.
It's fucking hell. Dallas is like living in hell. It's like it's hell. It's hell world. We have no mountains, we have no water, no ocean, no sea, no snow. There's no changing seasons. We always stay at the same. It's just, how cold does it get over here?
Where I live?
Yeah.
Last year, it got cold enough that it turned diesel fuel into slush.
Do the lakes freeze over and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding? Wow. And see,
we had crazy amounts of snow last winter.
Yeah, but think of the gorgeous clothes that you could wear.
Crazy amounts of snow last winter.
You could layer up with all those beautiful sweaters from Nordstrom's, where I go shopping all the time, like the Jew says.
Yeah.
I'm just feeding him. Do y'all ever go hiking, or do you? Or
I fish, coach baseball, smoke dope.
God, you are just
Yeah, that's.
Look at these views. This is amazing.
Repeat.
Rinse, repeat.
That's how I roll. That's pretty well what I'm about. I'm almost at a pot. Girlfriend's not here no more.
That's weird.
Yeah. Payday's next Friday. This is going to be great.
You told me you were making coffee one day, and I believed you. Really? Turk-a-durter. Oh, my God. This is beautiful. I love horses. Do y'all have horses up there?
Oh, yeah. Actually, there's wild horses down off Sable Island.
I don't know what I do for good. That's a noble pine. No.
Told you what it was. It's a balsam fir. It's not a pine tree.
I will. Look at these colors on these trees. Wait, hold on just a second.
I don't know where you're at now.
Billy Jack. I'm on the same road I was on. Billy Jack would eat all these. Look at those blueberries.
Those aren't blueberries.
What are those?
That's
the house
light.
through the trees. The house through the trees.
That's light coming through
Fuck
the fucking
off,
bushes. You're all zoomed in.
I thought they were blueberries. It reminds me of the Hana Highway. There's no buildings anywhere. It's just everything's beautiful country and that's in Dallas is nothing but pavement. It's all we are is just pavement. We suck. I hate it, and it's just.
Where are you at here now? Let's zoom out here. I got also you're way off.
Now where is
I was going to show you my dump. You want to see my dump of a house? I paid $10,000 for.
Are you serious? They're in a little shack.
Yeah, go to.
Where were we?
Go to Spring Hill.
Okay.
Go up just a little bit to your 12. Zoom in here, right there, a little bit, right there. Now it's off to. Zoom in a bit. I can't quite read them. Oh, that's a little far. Go to your
Trans-Canadian.
left.
Okay.
Go to your left a little bit. Left a little bit more. Go to your north. See, I can't read none of those.
Salem.
Okay, yeah, go to your left a little more.
Fenwick Road. I don't want anybody to be messing around.
That's the
with it.
Fenwick Road right there, the yellow one?
Right here. No, this one. That one says, what does it say? Gloose. I can't read it. Gloose something.
Zoom out a bit.
Is that like a dirty river or a dirty lake or
Okay,
something?
you got to go back. You're down by Macan. Spring Hill's down to your 6 o'clock. Right there. See it? Right. Oh,
I
over
see
here,
it.
right a bit.
I see it.
Right
I
there.
see it.
Zoom in.
Oh, look.
Now, we're over right around 2 o'clock.
Okay, don't say anything. Like right in here.
Okay.
Here's a church.
Where are you at on the church?
St. John's, right there.
St. John's Baptist. See the water tank over
I
to
do,
your 3
right here.
o'clock?
Right here. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty close. Now zoom in a bit.
Aw.
Now come back to 7 o'clock. A little bit more.
Right in here.
A little bit more. Stop right there. I get my bearings here.
Pleasant.
Now, move your cursor around a bit. Come over to your 3. Don't move the screen. Come over to Pleasant Street.
Right here.
Yeah. Zoom in.
Those are
Now,
nice houses.
drag. You're going the wrong way. You got to go to north.
You know, Mr. White did this on my screen. He showed me his house one time. It was really cool. That's,
I lost you. Lost me here.
okay,
Zoom up.
we're at Peasant.
Yeah, that's the church. That's the church. I got it. Okay, go back towards 6 o'clock. There it is, right there.
Right here or right here?
Okay, zoom in right there. You're right. Just had your cursor right on top of it.
This one or this one?
Yeah, right there.
That's a little house.
Zoom in. Zoom in. Should be able to go to the street view. Oh, you're not. No, it's behind you. This is my hood right here.
Oh, this is so cute. This is so sweet.
This is my hood. No, you're going the wrong way.
Are you by the water or anything like that?
No,
Or
it's, okay, that gray house is right across the road from mine. Mine's this beige one right here. See it right there? To your left.
no, it's not. Is it
Look
really?
at that dump. $10,000. That's mine.
It's cute. Oh my god! You want to talk?
That's my shack right
You
there.
could make that into a little dollhouse. And
Okay, $10,000 clear for that house right there.
are you serious?
Yep.
Aw, that could be a dollhouse. I mean, you could do, like they do on HG.
That's before I moved into it, cleaned the yard up, and
It looks like
brought
A
my
little-
lumber pile in.
that is so cute. These look like pre-manufactured homes.
That house there is old, that big gray one. Yeah, that's my hood right there.
That's amazing. We're walking down Joe's Street right now.
Yeah,
Is this a house on the right here? This big house?
that's apartments. Look at them guys. Everybody wants them to paint their place. Paint your place, Melvin.
Melvin.
Fucking jerk.
You know what the neighbors doing? Look at the mountains. Is that a mountain?
No, that's a water tank.
Oh, okay. That looks pretty.
Wow, this is pretty new because the fire tower's not there. This isn't that old.
Oh,
This can't be too long before I moved in.
almost everywhere.
I've been in my house a year now.
Victor buys houses like that. He pays cash for houses. That's a pretty good deal.
Well, I'm going to cut a bunch of lumber off mine and hardwood, and I'm going to fix mine all up and then fucking sell it.
This looks like something. I mean, look at this. Wait a minute. What is that?
That's Melvin's place.
Melvin's
Clean your fucking yard up, Melvin. He set the fire fucking alarms off over the hospital a couple years ago, burning telephone poles in his furnace. The fucking smoke that was coming out of his chimney. It was so bad, it set the fire alarm off over at the hospital 2 streets over.
Looks like jail. It looks like it. It looks like these.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Put any paint on the outside of that, would suck it right through to the wallpaper.
He's got a dirt bike out there. It looks like Melvin.
That's the big Catholic church there in the background.
I can see that over there. This.
But
these
they
tops
see
over
the
here.
crosses up on top of the steeples there. They had to take those crosses down last year for insurance reasons. They didn't have the money to fix. They had to do a bunch of support work in the steeples and stuff, and they didn't have the money to fix it.
This reminds me of parts of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, it's a little coal mining town.
Yeah, Heidelberg, stuff like that. What's the big deal y'all do? Did you say coal mining?
Yeah, like not anymore, not since the 50s.
Well,
That's the problem. Is all the old people all remember the heyday when there was 10,000 people lived here, and they all want to do things the way they people live in Spring Hill.
that's a cute house. Yeah, that's a cute house. But you don't have to worry. I mean, if you're going to inherit that from your parents, do you just have one brother and that's all? There's not a bunch of people fighting over stuff? Sweet. Yeah, that's nice. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
I'm not looking for fucking hugs from nobody, but I doubt my son will inherit it. I doubt I'll live long enough.
Aww.
I got big time breathing problems and stuff, and fucking,
But you work so much. I mean, it's not like you're just some guy that sits on his ass all the time.
Yeah. Well, I've lived pretty hard too. I put a lot of fucking bad things through the old fucking body. But I took a heart attack one time. It never killed me.
Did you do like the guys that go, "Dub bears"? Did you just hit your chest and just beat it out of your chest? Had a little heart attack there.
No, I was walking to the store. When I come home, the girl I was dating at the time, fucking, if she hadn't been there, I never would have called anybody. But she called the ambulance.
How did you know you were having a heart attack?
I didn't.
She thought you were having a heart attack. Oh,
she,
you didn't know.
She just said I didn't look good, and I just sort of like I was sort of losing. It was sort of like I was. Did you ever faint before?
No.
Okay. Well,
No. Well,
sort
no.
of before you faint, you sort of
that
go into this like tunnel vision, sort of spinning thing.
Cinescope.
And that's sort of what it was like. Only I was walking around in that. It's weird, but there was no grab my chest, no pain, no nothing. It was.
My mother had her first massive heart attack at 32. She required quadruple bypass at the age of 32.
Well, when I went down for mine, I never ate good my whole life. I thought I was heading for all that stuff, and they hooked me up to the dye test, and I didn't have no blockages or nothing.
Well, there you go.
They actually lectured me there. This cardiologist did, this old Russian lady, about because she wanted me to fess up to using cocaine.
This is where the shootout happened. Have you ever seen the movie Tombstone?
Yeah.
He goes, he's over there by the big oak, down by blah, blah, blah creek. This is where it happened down here. And I went here many times as a little girl. And there's a state park here. It's pretty cool. It's called Paljar Canyon. And then it's really pretty. It goes back millions of years ago and shows the different stuff like that. That's actually me standing there going, hi.
Cool.
Anyway, but Dallas just blows. Dallas is
Ain't it
horrible.
desert, eh? That would be cool.
See how cute, how pretty that is, though? It's really nice. There's parts of Texas that are beautiful, that are sort of close to where we live and stuff, but for the most part, it
Like, are there
blows.
places down there you can go, like, dig clams and stuff on the beach?
Oh, absolutely. Here, look, I'll show you where a kidney.
Are they safe to eat, though?
Oh, absolutely.
Because, well, I only ask that because up here, like, if the water gets too warm and stuff, we get what they call a red tide in the shellfish. And they get this, like, bacteria in them, and you can't eat them. So I was just wondering if that's the same way down there where it's warmer water. That's the only reason I ask.
This is really cool. These are
the Hopies.
Yeah, this is really cool. You can feel lots of
You're not allowed in them, though, are you?
You can walk around here, but you can't go inside all here. No,
Yeah,
it's
I
sacred.
thought I read somewhere that they buried the...
This is where parts of movies are filmed sometimes, but these are actual places. These are real.
Yeah.
And then here is the famous, this is Dealey Plaza. Wait a minute, let me go.
You know, that stuff the Hopis built and the stuff that the Aztecs then built down in South America was constructed so well that when the
this
Spanish
is where
come
he
here,
was supposed to go straight, and at the very last minute, they told him to turn right on Houston, so he turned right here. It's now a one-way street. And he went right down here, and they went blinker, blinker, and there's the book depository building, and he turned right here. So they got him in the triangulation right here. That's why they changed it the night before.
there's the grassy knoll. Look at that.
And look at all the people that come. There's always millions of them down there. Here's the sign. Wait a minute. So here's where he was, and they got him from right there, and right there is the sixth floor. There's where Oswald was. Or they say right there. That's the sixth floor. Right. I always fuck up. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he was right there. And then right here is where Abraham Zapruder stood right here on. Abraham Zapruder stood right there on top of that thing. And they came right here, and there's the sign. Well, they moved the other sign. Yeah. This is the thing. And then he goes right here. Boom, right here. This is where he got nailed right here. There's the grassy knoll. And the
Oh, fuck, I haven't been called for work yet. I just realized that.
he was right here.
Oh, sucker.
For tomorrow?
Yeah.
There's the stairs they were running up on, and anyway, so yeah. And our office is right down there.
Cool.
People wig out about this.
If I had the money to travel, I would go everywhere. I would go see everywhere that it's safe to go. I always wanted to go to the Middle East, but you'd never get me over there, big fat fucking white guy. They'd be just wanting to behead me.
But yeah, they might.
That fucker all fat on capitalism. Let's get him on fucking Algiers and fucking cut his head off.
Yeah, he's one of those. Oh, right here's where they shot Oswald. Right down in there. That goes straight down. There is Reunion Tower right there. That's famous. There's the Reunion Plaza, and that's the eternal flame for John F. Kennedy, where he got nailed right there. That's his thing. It says John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and blah, 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 blah. Courthouse there, courthouse there. We have a lot of courthouses. You want to see Victor's office while we're down here?
Sure.
Da, 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 da. This is the way he should have gone. He was set to go right out here, and they got him in the crossfire right there. It's right there's the Lou Sterrett. There's the jail that houses over 8,000 inmates. It's called the Lou Sterrett Justice Center.
So your family's big time into the Democratic. Your in-laws are big time into the Democratic Party.
You think? You think so? You think so?
I seen that you got a niece or whatever there that works for NBC Latino.
Yeah, she's also.
And she's a political reporter.
Yeah, but you should see, what's big is there it is right there. Well, Patty got it most everywhere. Da 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 da. And see, look right across the street. We're the first one you run into. Hello.
That a hooker?
No, they're on Harry Hines. They're further down this way.
Where's she going? That doesn't look like very safe fucking traffic procedure.
No, I've walked across here 75,000 times to go post bonds.
It still doesn't look like very safe traffic procedure, Debbie. As a professional in the traffic safety industry, I have to advise you that that's not safe.
And the other bonding companies.
When I joined the force, I took an oath to, protect the public. So.
Well, I could stop her, but it's just a picture that we're looking at here, Joe.
I'm telling you, though. You said you do it, too. So
a million times a year, and I'll show you where we reside.
That's all. We just saw Angela's Truth's place in Oklahoma.
She lives in government housing, I think. I don't know. Lake Tawakoni. That's called Lake Tawakoni by the Indians. I've got a lot of Indian in me. Sulphur Springs Canyon by the Big Oak. That's where Wyatt Earp shot some people. Anyway, there's about $1,000 bounty on my docks right now, so I will not show you where my house, but Texas-Oklahoma border, Denison. Where did I go?
I know,
Oh, I know. And here's where I was. Never mind. Here's the whitest land and the blackest people right here. Greenville. My mother's name is Green. They founded that place. And right here, there's Caddo Mills where the Indians are. And then right down here.
Wow, is that a crop circle?
Yeah, that's all it is. A crop circle. Where aliens came.
Yeah, is that like an alien landing strip there or something?
No. Where am I at? Hold on. I don't know.
My father had a construction company. There was a lady.
That's where Don Henley's from right there. Go ahead, I'm listening.
That built a landing strip. Hired my father to build a landing strip down by her house. Because she thought that fucking the aliens were coming.
Really?
Yeah. Shag Harbor incident. She was all fucked up about the Shag Harbor incident. She thought the aliens were coming to Nova Scotia. If you're not familiar with what the Shag Harbor incident is, it's basically Canada's
Don't say
Roswell.
anything, okay? Don't say a word, but this is it right here.
Holy cow!
Nah.
You should throw Vic the fuck out and move me in.
I can do that real quick, but we'll have to take
mow
this.
the grass and stuff. I'm a fucking trained grass
Take this up to
mower.
Canada.
I could fucking live there, and we'll live up here in the summertime. Fish bass.
Oh, that's right. You own that cute little house that I could read. Look at this one. I wanted that.
Yeah,
so bad.
you could fix my house up.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that looks like something out of a fairy tale there.
Joe. Yeah, that's it. This is where when I say, now do you see why I can't just let Gunner or Fufu out? I have to take them out because we don't have like fences and stuff. I'll show you what I mean. Like down in
Can you
here.
get those electric dog fences?
Well, ours right here, it doesn't have, there's nothing, there's nothing around. And so I have to, oh wow, this shows my car there now. No, that's Steven's truck. Yeah, but, and then Heather and her, I bought her a house, paid cash for it when she graduated from college. Even though she didn't graduate. No, I went the wrong way. Sorry. And that's a lake, but don't tell them what lake that is. And Heather is right. Where am I? Oh, there's LBJ Freeway, Lyndon Baines Johnson's Freeway. She is right here. I bought her a house, and she lives in it, and she owns it. Well, I haven't deeded it over to her yet, but I did let her have it, move into it. Where did I go? Where am I? I'm lost.
I'm hoping to get insurance on my house.
But look at the people. Here's what I want. Here's what I want to show you. Look at
Holy fuck! There's more people in that neighborhood live in my town.
That's what I'm saying, and it's so industrial. Like, you just go down a highway, and it's all like, look. There's 15,000 look at all this shit. There's no land, Joe. There's no land. There's no mountains. There's no land.
All the bushes and trees.
There's nothing, Joe. It's a
that looks awesome to live in.
It's a concrete fucking jungle, and I hate it. And I just, and every car is full of an immigrant to Mexico. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying. And that's all it is. Mile after mile after mile. No matter where you go, you're in a concrete jungle. Here's
mile after mile of Mexicans on the freeway.
a joke. It's horrible. But, yeah, it's terrible. I've hated living here. I don't know why my father came here and said, hey, I'm going to go here. Because in the military, he got a job with Texas Instruments in the military department. I'm like, what the, Guy got murdered here last week. Did I tell you about that? Before I get off this thing, because I'm starving. And don't eat all this stroganoff. Right here, a guy that lives where I live, okay, right? Was married for 25 years, and he went running all the time. Jog, 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 jog. A big black guy took a machete and hacked him to death.
Wow.
For no reason. He didn't take his money. He didn't take anything. And they said it was because he was, like they always say, one of the crazy people or whatever. And, left him for dead. His wife, who didn't live too far from us, you want to see Fuckville. Look at DFW Airport. You want to talk about batshit crazyville. Going around in the Dallas Cowboys there. I mean, that's all. It's just like, it's all it is. I'm just showing it's just weird to me. I don't know. I think it's weird. And everywhere there's these apartments. There's millions of apartments, like these apartment buildings. They're huge. They cover up acres and acres of land, and they're all full of stuff. Is that a dog? No. It's weird. That's all it is. So, nothing. Suckville. Yeah, so anyway. Las Colinas is beautiful. I would live in Las Colinas, but it's still just a concrete jungle. That's the Byron Nelson.
Well, even here where I live, people from Europe and people from the States are starting to retire here and buy the land up. Like Prince Edward Island has had a law in place now for about 20 years.
I'm going to see what they...
if you want to sell land in Prince Edward Island, you have to put it up for sale for 2 years. And only residents of the island can buy it. And then after 2 years, you can sell it to outsiders. But residents get dibs at it first. And you can't like put it like for one price and then sell it for another price. Like they've got some pretty cool laws over there.
Here's one of my hangouts. The Four Seasons, we go there all the time. And when we drive up, they go, hello, Debbie, come on in. Where are you going to be leaving again today, or are you going to be staying? I'll be leaving in a little while. Because we just got in with them because of the Byron Nelson that Victor was following around some PGA golfers for a while. And, wait, there it is. See the little sign that says, right, go back the other way, you mullet.
There's no niggers. No niggers or juice.
Right there.
It does. Look at that. It says that right there on the gate.
It does. Hey, have you ever heard of Coon Creek here in Texas?
No, but I remember when Rick Perry got caught going to the hunting lodge called Niggerhead.
That's it. No, it's pretty bad. It's called, and it goes with KKK. It's like Coon. It's spelled Coon, K-O-N. Creek is K-R-E-E-K, and the next one is KK.
Creek.
I forgot what it is, but yeah. Well, I think I'm going to go and eat because I'm like hungry, and don't ever come to Dallas because watch. You ready for this? Watch. The whole map turns blue. Look, that's the streets.
Heck, I wouldn't like living there.
I know you would be miserable probably. Well, maybe not in our house, but my house. You never know.
Well, after I swept Heather off her feet with my charming wit, I'd probably settle right in there pretty well. She'd be all like, I never ever thought I'd fall for an older guy like this. And I'd be all like, I know, baby. I know. They never do.
You're crazy, Joe. All right, everybody. We're going to close this bitch down. But so screw you, Newsguy. And that was bad, you picking on him. And that was just...
Well, I will say this in closing.
Yeah, take us out, Joe.
After everybody sort of got on, the Newsguy did sort of back off a bit and tried to get away from it, and the Jew kept pushing it. And even after Newsguy hung up on the Jew and Andy hung up, the Jew kept trying to call in, and Newsguy wouldn't take his call, right? So I will say that to the Newsguy, that he seemed to develop some sort of conscience towards the end of the broadcast and veer away from all that. But still was a jerk.
Yeah. Pimp Daddy Joel P, Mr. White, Polly B is the man, is in the chat room. So is a lot of other people. We'll see you guys the next time we do this. I am Debbie, live with you here on, I almost said Blog Talk Radio, for another quickie news show, a quickie show to shut down some more liars. For Joe Seeker, I'm Debbie, and we are going to close this out, I guess.
Yeah, see you later, everybody.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Joe. He hadn't hung up. He forgot to hang up. He forgot to hang up. We should listen to Joe. Wait, okay, he finally hung up. This has been fun, but again, I did not do what Andy said. And the Jew started it. Did y'all hear that? Y'all want me to show you that again real quick before we get off the air to remind you of what we were here for? Andy was on the Newsguy show, and the Newsguy started, saying, "Did Debbie show you chats of me yesterday?" Because the Jew, I think the Jew is in concert with Angela Truth. We're going to go right now, buddy. So here we go for the last time. I think it starts right here. Hello, Pumpkin Angel. You want to go side play Bali? Want to side play Bali? Side play Bali? Okay, we will. Hold on, I'm going to hit play. Well, it won't play, so I'll just close the show down. Just go back and listen. Wait, is it going to play or not? I proved that they were lying again. So, whatever, Juke. Hold on. You ready to go outside? You want to go outside, sweet angel baby? All right, I got to take him out. You want to go out? So I'll see you guys next time. I can't load anything. I'll see you guys next time.